everyone, I am Jomel Monedero, a BT-BT FSM student. Now I will going to present the competency-based curriculum for our qualification carpentry and C2. Together with my group mates, we will going to present the competency-based curriculum. So this competency-based curriculum, it composed of the course design. The second one is the curriculum map. The third one is the module of instructions. It composed of the basic, common, and core competencies. Let's define first what is course design. So, course designs for carpentry and C2, it is a structure of training program that provides learners with the knowledge, skills, and the attitude needed for the carpentry work. It includes the basic, common, and core competencies such as workplace communication, the mensuration, use of tools and equipment, interpreting plans, preparing materials, and performing carpentry works. So this course design, it composed with the basic, common, and core competencies. So we will start with the basic competencies. So these basic competencies, it composed the course title, which are the carpentry, nominal duration with composed of 162 hours, and qualification level we have NC2. We have also the course descriptions that needed in our course designs. The trainer entry requirements also included in this course design. The course instructions, we have the basic competencies that composed of 18 hours. So as you can see in the screens, we have divided the unit of competency for the basic competencies. It's composed of 4 unit of competencies. We also use the module of titles that needed for the basic competencies, and also the learning outcomes na kinakailangan sa ating by learning of or unit of competencies. We also divided the nominal duration with composed of 18 hours. We actually use the nominal duration para makomplete ng ating trainees kung ano nga ba yung unit of competencies na kailangan nilang gawin. The second level of our course design, which are the common competencies, which are composed of the unit of competencies with 4. We included also here and the module of titles that needed, and also the learning outcomes that the unit of competencies needed for this course design. So the common competencies, it's composed of 24 hours. So since 24 hours, we divided it to the nominal duration that needed of our trainees to complete our common competencies. The third one is the core competencies, which are included also the unit of competencies that needed in our course design, and also the module titles. Learning outcomes that appropriate for our unit of competencies, we also included it. The nominal duration, we composed of 120 hours that we divided, and the different unit of competencies that trainers needed to complete in our course design or our qualification, which are the carpentry and C2. So sa next naman is the facilities. So dito naka-included lahat ng facilities sa ating training center. So qualification naman ng ating instructor and trainers. So dito naka-include kung ano nga ba yung qualify na ating magtuturo sa ating mga trainees. So sa resources naman, dito naka-include yung mga different tools, materials, and equipment na needed ng ating mga trainees during the actual performance. So lahat ng different tools, materials dito naka-include.
Good day everyone, so I am Justin Ampado. So for the qualification overview, the carpentry and C2 qualification is composed of basic, common, and core competency. It consists of competencies that a person must achieve that will enable him or her to perform fabrication, installation, and stripping of formwork, its components, and support. So for this slide, we have here the qualification overview of carpentry and C2. So as you can see, structured ito into 3 main parts: basic, common, and core competency. So, ginagawa namin ito na para mas masakop talaga lahat ng necessary knowledge and skills na kailangan. So, from basic workplace skills hanggang sa specialized task talaga ng carpentry work. So, ang main naman nito is to ensure na kahit sino na kumukuha nito ay magkakaroon ng tamang competencies para gawin yung mga major tasks sa field na ito. So, specifically sa fabrication, installation, at stripping ng formworks, pati na rin yung components at support nito. So, simple lang naman lahat ng competencies na ilalagay natin dito ay pinipili based sa actual na kailangan na sa industry para yung mga magtatapos ay fully equipped na talaga and job ready at qualified agad kung maghahanap ng trabaho. For this slide, we have here the mapping of competency ng carpentry and C2. So, this serve as a visual guide na showing how all competency are organized under this qualification. So, makikita nyo dito na clearly and separated at naka-level yung basic, common, at core competency. So, we design in this way para mas madaling makita at maintindihan yung full scope ng course from basic workplace skills hanggang sa specialized tasks talagang carpentry. So, this map show na all the units and the topics na sakop. So, malinaw yung flow at coverage ng buong training program. So, it is well structured and fully aligned sa required standard and comprehensive po ito para mas masiguro na all necessary skills and knowledge include so everyone can clearly see what will be the learned at paano ba inaano yung mga training. Module of instruction. The module of instruction for carpentry and C2 is divided into basic, common, and core competency. It also concludes the learning outcome, assessment criteria, teaching methodologies, and assessment method. So, for this slide, we have here the module instruction of carpentry and C2. So, as you can see, it is divided into three main categories, the basic, common, and the core competency. So, we structured in this way para mas ma-organize at malinaw yung flow ng buong course. So, included din dito yung lahat ng essential details tulad ng learning outcomes, assessment criteria, teaching methodologies, at assessment method. So, sinisigurado natin na complete lahat ng components na kailangan para mas malinaw kung ano yung objectives, kung paano ituro yung ang lesson, and paano ba i-evaluate yung skills ng mga trainees. So, it comprehensive and well designed para masiguro talaga na effective and fully aligned sa required standard yung buong training process. So, bakit nga ba pinili ang mga learning outcomes? So, our carpentry and C2 module of the instruction is structured into basic, common, and core competency, including learning outcomes, assessment criteria, teaching methodologies, and assessment methods. So, we specifically choose this learning outcome based sa Test the Training Regulation or TR to ensure they are relevant to the industry and measurable and comprehensive and build a strong foundation for our trainee aiming na developed and truly skilled yung carpenters. Yun lamang po.
Good day everyone. Today, i-depend ko ang important ng basic competency sa TESDA Carpentry and C2. Ang basic competency ay mahalaga dahil ito ang foundation ng skill, knowledge at tamang attitude na kailangan sa isang workplace. Kasama dito ang workplace communication, teamwork, professionalism, and workplace safety. Importante ang communication para maiwasan ang misunderstanding at maliit na trabaho. Ang teamwork naman, siya naman ang tumutulong maging cooperative at mabilis ang paggawa. Kumbaga sa teamwork kailangan may cooperation yung mga ka-team mo para matapos nyo ang isang gawa. Ang professionalism ay nagpapakita ng pagiging responsable, punctual at respectful sa trabaho. Samantalang ang safety procedure naman ay nakakatulong maiwasan ang aksidente at mapanatiling safe ang lahat ng work area. Kaya ang masasabi natin na ang basic competencies ay hindi lang requirement sa assessment, kundi malaking tulong para maging skill, discipline at competent na carpenter sa darating na totoong trabaho or workplace. Thank you.
Good day everyone, I'm Maria Teresa P. Del Pilar. In my part, I will explaining the common competencies in the qualification of carpentry NC2 superseded. The unit of competencies that under in the common competencies are prepare construction materials and tools. Second, observe procedures, specifications, and manuals of instructions. Third is perform mensurations and calculations. And the last one is maintain tools and equipment. The common competencies in carpentry and situ superseded are important because they provide the basic knowledge and skills needed in carpentry work. These competencies help trainees perform their tasks safely, correctly, and efficiently in the construction industry. One of the competencies is preparing construction materials and tools, which focuses on identifying, checking, and organizing the needed materials and equipment before starting work. This helps avoid delays and ensures that job can be completed properly. Another competency is observing procedures, specifications, and manuals of instructions. This teaches workers to follow workplace rules, project plans, and safety procedures carefully to the accidents. Perform mensurations and calculation is also an important competency because carpenters need accurate measurements and computations to avoid mistakes and materials waste during construction. Lastly is maintaining tools and equipment. Teaches proper cleaning inspections in storage of tools after use. This helps extend the life of tools, improve safety, and increases productivity in the workplace. Overall, these common competencies are essentials in developing skilled, responsible, and competent carpenters.
Hello, good day. I am Aiden Padilla, and today I will present the core competency under carpentry NC2.
Core competencies covers with the unit of competency. The first one is prepare stake-out building lines. Second, fabricate formworks. The third one, install formwork components. And the fourth one, strip formwork components. And the last one, install framing works.
The first one is prepare, stake out building lines. So this competency is about setting the building layout before construction starts. It includes preparing materials, setting board, and fixing stake out lines. Kailangan accurate ang mga measurement at align at dapat sumusunod sa plano and safety rules. So, for the second one po, fabricate formworks. This focuses on making and assembling formworks for concrete structure. It involves cutting, measuring, and checking materials based on plans. So, importante ang proper use of tools at pagiging precise sa work kasi napakahalaga po ng bagay na yun para alam mo yung pag-flow ng trabaho. And for the third one is install formworks components. So, this involved installing formwork part like panels, scaffold, and braces. This component must be proper aligned, measure, and secure. Dapat tama ang installation at safe and working procedures. Kasi kung mali yung paglagay mo ng or pagtrabaho mo ng ganung bagay, it can cause an accident or injury. So, dapat po siya nasa or proper align and na-execute mo siya ng tama or paglagay ng tama and safe. For the fourth one, the strip formworks component. So, this is about safety, removing formworks after the concrete has hardened. It includes proper dismantling, cleaning, and storing of materials. So, kailangan mag-ingat at organize ang trabaho kasi hindi lang dapat tayo nag-execute ng magandang trabaho, kundi dapat nag-ingat din tayo at syempre organize ang trabaho. For the last one po, install framing works. So, this component cover building the structural frames such as post, beams, joists, and roof frames. So, ito yung mga required and accurate layout and proper installation na dapat sundin at according dapat sa plano and ensure safety during work. So, all competencies focus on accuracy, safety, and following plans. Dapat yung mga plano is yun yung dapat sinusunod natin. Every step is important para masigurado na matatag at stable at maayos ang construction. So, dapat hindi yung dapat hindi yung parang binabara-bara lang natin kung ano yung alam natin, kundi according dapat sa plano, and all competencies focus on accuracy and safety following plans. So, that's all. Thank you.
Let's proceed to the training methodologies. It composed of demonstration and practice, lectures and discussion, hands-on on workshop, self-paced learning. So, this training methodology is kinakailangan ng ating mga trainees para mahubog yung kanilang mga knowledge when it comes sa ating carpentry and C2. So, these training methodologies, ito yung ginagamit para ma-enhance yung ating mga trainees sa mga dapat nilang gawin within the ating learning assessment areas. So, why the chosen training methodologies are appropriate for the carpentry and C2? So, the training methodologies for carpentry and C2 are appropriate because they focus on hands-on activities, demonstration, and actual practices. This method help trainees, they develop the practical carpentry skills, proper work attitudes, and safety awareness needed in the workplace. Let's come now for the assessment strategies. It composed of demonstration and observation, written oral test, interview, questioning, portfolio review, and practical examination. So, para masigurado natin na yung trainees ay competent na ba sa ating qualification, so ginagamit itong assessment strategies para malaman kung competent na nga ba yung ating trainees sa kanilang qualification. So, mahalaga itong assessment strategies para ma-observe natin ng maayos yung trainees at mabigyan ng nararapat nilang if competent na nga ba yung ating trainees or hindi pa siya competent sa ating qualification. So, why the selected assessment methods are suitable? The assessment method are suitable because they measure both knowledge equal skills, practical skill test and demonstration, and written exam that helps to ensure that trainees can perform carpentry tasks according to the industry standards. For the implementation plan for the carpentry NC2, which are composed with the schedule of training modules, resource allocation or the facilities, tools, materials, instructor assignment, monitoring and evaluation process, and certification procedure. So, mahalaga itong implementation plan dahil dito na nakasisigurado na ating trainees kung ano nga ba ang ginagawa nila within our assessment area and yung process ng kanilang pagkuha ng ating certification. So, mahalaga ito sa ating competency-based curriculum. How the CBC or the competency-based curriculum is aligned with the TR or training regulation and CBT principles. So, the competency-based curriculum or the CBC is aligned with the training regulation or TR because it's follow the required competencies and standard set by our TESDA. It's also follow the CBT principle by focusing on skill mastery or the learning-centered training and competency-based assessment. Thank you so much. That's end for our presentation regarding the competency-based curriculum for our qualification, Carpentry NC2.